if you guys like this video, please don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and if you guys are interested in a personal session, check out my website, readingswithbreanne.com. Let's dive into the topic for today. Hello, beautiful souls. I hope you guys are doing fabulous wherever you are on this journey. We're going to be doing just a mini tarot quick draw today. I had a question about the economy and whether or not we're going to experience a big crash. And I had somebody asking if I can look into the central bank digital currencies and see what the momentum and what's going on with that as well. So let's dive right in. We're going to start with the question, what can you share with the spirit when it comes to the economy and a market crash for 2025? You guys, you have to look too, if you look at, and you incorporate, let's say, numerology, 2025 is a 9. It is ending. So this is where we are, what you can say, collapsing those old paradigms that don't serve us anymore, so we can build on something new. Spirit, what can you share about the energy? Will there be a market crash? Will there be a market crash globally? How intense will this be? Death card. It's already crashed. I feel like things have already happened here. The Chariot. Yeah, there's those institutions, banks, institutions. There's already deals and things that have happened behind the scene from what I can see. And it doesn't look actually that intense. However, we do have some pretty big major arcanas. Look at 1, 2, 3, 4. So this could appear like with the death. Yes, I think to the public eye, it's going to look like a pretty big crash here. But it's like these things have actually already been done and they've already been transferred behind the scenes, which is interesting. That's what it looks like to me. So is there going to be a major crash? I think this energy here is showing this is something that's already happened or is happening now. The Death card, there's already been a dismantling of the system that's no longer working. So now the Chariot's also overcoming obstacles here, right? We've got the Death and the Chariot. So two really big cards here. We have the Sword and we have, the Sword and the Storm. So this could appear quite intense for a lot of people here. And it's really forcing us to rebirth. Look at the Empress. This is a rebirth. This is abundance, but it's forcing us to rebirth a system based on truth and resonance, because there is an energy here. 2 of Cups is all about partnerships. So I do think that we can absolutely move forward into forming more of a sovereign energy here, but it's up for us to choose. It's interesting because we have the Hierophant, which is representation of sometimes that deep state, the cabal, but also this is institutions, this is governments, right? And then we have that winning at all cost, right? But look at 2 of Cups on the other side of that as well. So to me, it feels like this could be a move towards a better alliance to be formed, but at the same time, it's really up to us to choose over sovereignty versus like a submission or controlled environment or a controlled system. All right, and we have Kairos. This is quite a beautiful card, you guys, because this is not just about this old system falling. This is really showing that it is fulfilling its contract. And it feels like these structures are collapsing and we are opening. It's almost that portal energy. And what's interesting? I have had so many synchronistic, things come up and people mentioning that we have had a big timeline shift. So maybe I'll have to do another video on that soon, but that has come out consistently over the last couple of days where the collective has moved into a whole big timeline shift and a timeline jump here. And when I see that, I get that as a confirmation of that yet again, because this is showing that looking at these karmic structures, the debt enslavement, all of this is being exposed and dismantled. look at the economy, look at the death. It is dead here, and there's a complete overturn and an overhaul. But again, this is not just a destruction here. This is showing that this collapse is going to bring opportunity as well at the same time. So I mean, those of you that are aware of what's happening, it may not be such a big surprise, but people that are very much asleep and unaware, they're going to be caught in quite a big storm here with the economy over the next couple of months from what it looks like. So I almost see a lot of people, it's like saying yes to the collapse, and not saying yes in terms of like it being a victim, but this is like, look at that Empress, you guys. This is saying yes, let's collapse these old structures that consist of control and enslavement and entrapment and wanting to, you know, monitor and control every aspect. And we are shifting to rebirth a new structure, you guys. This rebirthing a whole new structure. That is really beautiful. So let me just ask a couple cards though. What can you share about the economy? What can you share with us regarding this crash or the overhaul of the market? The Star. 5 of Wands. King of Wands. The Hanged Man. 4 of Wands. 2 of Swords, 2 of Swords, 2 of Pentacles. I feel like some places with the 2 of Pentacles and 2 of Swords, some places may get hit harder than the others. And I'm wondering if this is very much an energy also pointing to certain industries may get hit harder as well. I mean, when I see that 4 of Wands, this is my card for home, so this could represent real estate. So overall, you guys, how we kind of see the market and the financial system, I mean, things have already changed. We may not visually see this, and this is definitely a very frustrating energy. 5 of Wands is a conflict, it's a battle, right? But this isn't that devastating from what I can see. We don't have the Tower moment out. We do have the Storm, which is, it's gonna, I think, affect different areas and industries more than some others, but some we're going to be able to see visually here, and some we may be blind to because it's happening behind the scenes. But for the most part, this change with the Death card has already happened. But look at this, the change is a healing, it's a renewal here, and that's a really, really positive energy to get. And what's interesting is in the past, I've always seen towards the end of this year, like going into, let's say, October. Let's see, let's take a minute back. Let's take a step back for a minute. We have 4 of Wands, right? We're in May. So what, June, July, August, September, potentially over the next 4 months, may be pretty intense, but it's like things do turn. Things are, look at this. We have a healing taking place with a rebuilding of a new structure here. And I've consistently seen things getting better, or that light at the end of the tunnel by the end of this year. So I think moving into maybe October, November, going in towards the end of the year, things may be looking to turn around with the economy and the financial system. All right, so let's dive into a tarot pull when it comes to the central bank digital currencies. What can you share with us, Spirit? What is the raw truth about this? Because I have to say, you guys, use your discernment, look at things from a bigger perspective. Are there red flags? Because look at, unlike cash, right? The CBDCs really have visibility into every transaction, right? There's no privacy. Everything can be tracked. Everything can be annualized. So let's look at just the energy of the CBDCs, the central bank digital currencies. Is this for our best and highest good? Look at, we have that deep state right underneath there. So let's see what comes out with that question. No. So this is something that is trying to be pushed, but you guys look at it. Use your intuition, guys. Use your intuition. Yes, please do use your discernment when it comes to this whole scenario. There's that death card as well. So this, when we look at the so-called market crash and the death of the market here, you guys, this could be very much that engineered energy rolling out to justify these digital currencies, right? And again, you know, when that fiat, when the currencies hyperinflate, the bank fails, you know, people panic, the public panics. And what do? They look towards the government for stability. And I really encourage everybody to see things from a different perspective, but this could be their solution that is being offered. So you guys pay attention to red flags. What is the hidden truth behind this? To keep you trapped, to keep you imprisoned. Look at that. You know the whole statement, you'll own, from what the WEF, you'll own nothing but be happy or something like that. I might have it wrong, but you guys can correct me. But I'm sure you guys know what I'm talking about. That's that energy. Look at this. You're out in the cold, you're restricted, you're trapped, and these have that sense of like analyzing and tracking everything. Now, you guys, I'm not trying to just be all doom and gloom. This is just the energy of looking at the central bank digital currencies. And I have to say, this does not have to be our reality or our future. It is up to us. But what I am saying is I really, really encourage everyone to please look at this deeper, look at the red flags as well, because again, when we are in a crisis, when there's a crisis here, people want fast answers. And this could be a big rollout for the government saying, hey, we have your back, right? We have your back. But that rollout in terms of them having your back, like, hey, let's sign up, you can get this $1,000 digital currency, right? They're portraying it as good, but these could really be issued as a central bank digital currencies that are to keep you trapped, you guys, to keep you enslaved and in prison. And looking at the bigger picture and the long term of that deep state cabal agenda is really a part or an attempt to centralize governments through technology, okay? So I just have to say, please, you just use your discernment, but let's take a moment, and I'm going to pull the tarot cards as well when it comes to like the momentum moving forward for the collective of a digitalized system, because please know there is a big difference between looking at the central bank digital currency versus more of a decentralized system. So again, looking at the CBDC, this is about the central banks, right? Them being the heart of the operation, right? When we look at, let's say, cryptocurrency, there's a sense of this is created by a community. This is a decentralized community. So there's a very big difference. And please just do a little bit. I mean, I'm not a crypto expert or anything like that, but there is a big difference when you're looking at full government control versus like no single entity actually owns it, okay? So let's pull a few cards on the momentum of a decentralized system, and let's see what the tarot says. Are we headed towards a more of a decentralized system, Spirit? What can you share with the momentum moving forward when it comes to a decentralized system? The Hanged Man. Look at that sovereignty. 10 of Pentacles, and there's that Death card again. Okay, how crazy is that? So we had the Death card when we were pulling on the market crash. And again, two different parallels, two different timelines, two different realities. It's up to us, you guys. Look at that. 10 of Pentacles, outcome 10 of Cups. Phenomenal. We do have that 7 of Swords, which could be strategy. It could be moving forward with looking at things from a strategic standpoint. 2 of Pentacles on the back. Now I'm going to bring up the whole big timeline shift again, because when I see this Two of Pentacles, it's almost like Earth is still in that planetary split from what I can see, okay? And I do think that, yes, we are headed into a decentralized, a sovereign energy, moving into that higher dimensional, you know, earth and within ourselves here. So it is really positive, but again, what I'm getting is like, this is not something that is just going to be handed. It's almost like this has to be a conscious choice, you guys. I just keep getting that this is something we almost have to opt into. And when we look at more of the controlled centralized systems, that is something that initially it feels safer, right? It feels like stability to us, but the truth is the bigger plan and the hidden agenda behind that is to control and to trap us here. I mean, this isn't new news. We live in a centralized system now, and it's been that way for like a millennia here. But you guys, we're at the tipping point, Two of Pentacles. So this is showing a tipping point where people are going to be more connected. This is community, sovereignty, working together when it comes to our food, our resources. This could be bartering systems. Again, I'm not saying, not financial advice, but cryptocurrency coming out very big here, where you don't have that middleman. I'm not just saying any kind of crypto. I mean, definitely do some research, but it's like looking for opportunities that you consciously choose here. Again, crypto, for example, nobody's forcing anyone to go buy any, but you have the capability of doing so, educating yourself, pausing, surrender, and moving forward with you know, an open energy, an open network here that involves freedom, financial freedom. This is connection with the community. So really, really positive. And this is where we're headed. So I love this, but again, it really does take that conscious choice for each and every one of us. Let's get a final oracle when it comes to, let's say, the economy and the financial system. What can you share? One final message, Spirit. What can you share with the energy of where we are headed? Where are we headed? The past. So this says releasing, rebirth, and spring. I love it. It says number 6, you guys. Number 6 is all about community as well, and we have this beautiful oracle that says, "And so I listened as my soul told me to let go of the past so that I may awaken to how much I have grown." So really beautiful there, planting those seeds and birthing a whole new structure, a whole new system that is going to be for the people. All right, my friends, so I love you all. I'm wishing you guys all the best, lots of love and light, and until next time, bye for now, guys.